Name is Crucial Check Barnett. I am a living, breathing, flesh and blood man, indigenous to the planet on Earth. I'm at Hampton Beach on the 4th day of July. And on this day, I'm relinquishing my United States citizenship. According to the Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. To secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Being that your powers over me derive from my consent, this is my formal withdrawal of that consent. The United States Federal Supreme Court, in Alfred versus Russ, held that in the United States, people are sovereign. In Talbot versus Jansen, they held it to be so that a man cannot owe allegiance to two sovereigns. In the Sooner Exchange versus McFadden, the Supreme Court declared that sovereigns are equal. It is the duty of a sovereign not to submit his rights to the decision of a co-sovereign. He is the sole arbiter of his own rights. He acknowledges no superior to God alone. To his equals, he shows respect but not submission. In the National City Bank versus Republic of China, the Supreme Court held that a sovereign's freedom from judicial control does not arise from or depend upon the will of the court. It depends upon the will of the sovereign. It depends upon the will of the sovereign of the territory. All exemptions from territorial jurisdiction must be derived from the consent of the sovereign. With the aforesaid Supreme Court decisions being so, that have not been overturned, I, the sovereign, named Crucial Barnett, unequivocally rescind my signature that is on any document in which I waive any of my rights. In light of the fact that a right is not defeasible by federal statute, so held the United States Supreme Court in Alden versus Maine, such a waiver is never permanent for an individual who is the sole arbiter of his own rights. I activate and I declare that I, the sovereign, named Crucial Barnett, unequivocally withdraw my consent to be governed. That is, in no uncertain terms, is any entity authorized to exercise any dominion over my life, my liberty, my person, or property without my express, handwritten, or verbal consent. Absolutely no entity is authorized to represent, summon, order, mandate, supervise, command, judge, or govern me. A sovereign entity named Crucial Barnett. I acknowledge no superior. To my equals, I will show respect, not submission. Because certain employees of the United States federal government deprive me of my liberty in violation of the 5th and 6th Amendments, I'm withdrawing my consent to be governed. That being said, peace, love, and handshake. You no longer have authority to govern.